Welcome to Unapologetic Tarot, where we do readings without filters, no fluffs. We just cut through what is real. So today I'm going to focus on the global energy. So the raw archetypical energies that is shaping our world for the month of October. Moving forward, this would be one of the readings that I do every month because I want to tap into the energy of what's going on. We are at a crucial point in our collective and spiritual evolution, and therefore I want to be able to tap into spirits and see what's going on there as well, to get some more insights for us. If you're new, you're welcome here. To my current existing subscribers, big love to you. And thank you for supporting this channel. However way you choose to support us, I am so in gratitude for that. So let's see what the cards got to say. I'm going to make this simple. I'll be picking 3 cards. One card number 1 is the collective shadow. Card number 2 is what is awakening in the world. And card number 3 is the raw truth. We just got to speak it how it is without any filter, of course. So the month of October, there's a lot of astrology going on in the month of October. On the 6th of October, we've got full moon in Aries. That is a powerful full moon, which focuses on empowerment, personal independence. Yeah. So the major one of focus for me is when Pluto goes direct on the 13th of October. That's a big one. Because why? That is the astrology that is propelling us forward to make big changes in the world. That's ushering in big external changes in the world. And there could also be world events, major world events in the month of October as well. But let's see what the card says. First off, we've got fertility. This is reminding me of the Empress card. We've got the 5 of Swords. Okay, drama. So I feel like, wow. And we have Temperance card. So let's dive into it because I want these energies are interesting. What's at the bottom of the deck? We've got the King of Cups. This is reminding me of about 3 years ago when I picked a card of the King of Cups, and I talked about a passionate leader, a compassionate leader, bringing in some very, very important news. And I think at that point, that was when Putin did something. He released a message a couple of years ago. So I feel Spirit is taking me back to that a world leader. So this change is going to come about through the leadership of the world, or is going to be made known. I believe we've been going through the transition, the transformation, the great change. But I feel like this is going to come into the world stage. And there's a compassionate leader, or there's the transition from the leadership of the world that we know now into a compassionate leader. I feel like this is the transformation. The 3 of Wands is here as well, and I feel this is triple message. and also expectation. Okay, there's a decision that is going to usher in this change. I just feel like the camera is a bit dark, so I'm just going to make some changes. So yes, I just feel like there's going to be an expectation from a leader. There's going to be a message. It's a message that would affect the world, and it's going to be a transformative message. So let's get into the card. The shadow aspect, what is coming up is fertility. It's the feminine energy, the rise of the feminine. Okay, the shadow is not often bad. The shadow is indicating where what our collective intentions are, what our collective needs are. So this is coming up as fertility. It's coming up as the earth energy. It's coming up as the mother energy. It's coming up as the nurturing energy. It's coming up as the compassionate energy, the unifying energy, the birthing of the new. Okay, so I feel that as the energy of the divine feminine, the great mother, the earth, the nurturing. So that's what it is. It's an archetype. So collectively, this is what we are. This is what we are thirsty for. This is what we want. This is the focus of the world right now. The world needs and the world wants that mother energy, that supportive energy, that nurturing energy, because for far too long we've been in this energy of the divide, of drama, of troubles, this constant wars, all right, constant hurting of another. Humanity, you can see the background of that. You can see the background of the Five of Swords. It's very, very gray. It's very, very it's very barren. Where our world have been desolate by war, made barren, the earth is being raped, and you can understand why we now need fertility, why we now need the green, why we now need the fresh, why we now need life. The war, the limitations of the mind. This is also the mind where we focus a lot more, where we focus more on the mind. I'm not saying this is necessarily a bad thing, but it's not sustainable over time. All right. So we've got the energy in the awakening aspect, and this could be as the divine feminine rise, because this is the awakening. The awakening, through this awakening, we are seeing where the disconnects, where the dramas, where the traumas, where the wars, where the traumas, where the wars are. And I feel there's going to be more of this that come up yet. Okay, so we are still in that cycle of a lot of the disconnection, the disunity, the divides that have kept humanity severed from its self and its divine origin. As the divine feminine energy rises, a lot of all of what's been hidden, what has been going on, will be exposed and continue to be exposed. Because why? The raw truth here is that we are coming into a period of healing and balance. We've got the temperance. The temperance is all about tempering what is sustainable in our world. Structures that are insustainable, structures that are not sustainable anymore, will be coming up so that things can come into balance for humanity to heal. And I feel like this will be starting from the leadership of the world. This is the expectation of what the divine feminine energy is ushering in. Is ushering in the new earth. And to do that, things that have been causing disunity will be brought up for attention, for addressing on the world stage, so that there is resolution of what has been barren. Shall I use the word barren on the world stage? Of course, everything that goes on the world stage affects us individually. So these are the archetypes for October. And we also have major astrological events that are taking place. So we have on the 6th of October, we have the new moon in Aries. This is calling for personal empowerment, personal independence. So I feel the need for that personal independence. There will be people, there will be, new talks on the streets in protest form, activists about personal empowerment of people in different factions of the society and in our world, outdated structures that are no longer serving. This could also, I'm also seeing weather events as well. So there could be some weather events that come up. On the 13th of October is quite interesting. This is where Pluto goes direct in Aquarius. It's going to be a major change, guys. When Pluto is the planet of transformation, and Aquarius is the planet of unconventional change. So I feel like there's going to be some unrest, but that unrest is coming out because of the stagnancy, the insustainable structures that have been in our world, so that it can be addressed through dialogue, through legal changes, change of laws, change of social statuses, change of governments, change of things that have generally caused divide. And I also feel with this too, the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords is it's very, very fierce in its approach. Because number 5 in numerology talks about change, and I feel this is what is coming up. So there's going to be a lot of change happening in October. There's another aspect of the astrology in October, when Neptune enters into Pisces on the 22nd of October. This is really big as well. It's really big because this is collective trauma coming up to the fore. The final push to finally closing karmic cycles and things that are no longer supportive to our human existence and collective consciousness. So this is spiritual of nature, but the spiritual aspect, as you guys know, controls the physical. So these are major things that would be happening. There could be options and decisions. There could be something to do with finances that come up as well. New ways of doing money stuff, decisions, various options in different ways of finance. I'm just looking at the old way of doing finance. So there's decision about monetary finances, poverty in the world as well, alleviating poverty in the world. So there are new initiatives perhaps to sort of resolve that, and the call to alleviate poverty, because the mother is here, the fertility, the rising of the divine feminine energy is coming up. And this is a very, very strong energy that ushers in, that birth in something new. It is only from the womb of the all that this new earth is coming in. And it's coming in, and it's coming in real quick. But before the dust settle, there's still going to be some unrest, as indicated in the Five of Swords. Change, but it's change for the better. So this is the archetypical energies for the month of October and the astrology. I hope you enjoy this reading. Support this channel to grow. I appreciate you. Until next reading, take care.